Hi lovelies, it's Angie and welcome back. So happy to be here with you guys. So last week I ended up going to the Florida State Fair in Tampa, and it was my first time going to a state fair ever. Now I had gone to carnivals before, I'd done the cute rides, played the games, ate the snacks, and I live for the carnival environment because I just love the chaos, the lights, especially at night, and just the sense of fun that you have with it. The state fair was like a completely different animal. It's a bigger, better, more interesting version of the carnival. There's so much more animals, so many more contests, so many more things to participate in. And so the opportunity came up that it was going to be in Tampa, which was relatively close to where I live. And I decided, hey, let's go for it. The first time I had heard about a state fair was when I was reading Charlotte's Web in elementary school, which I know sounds kind of corny and silly, but genuinely that is the first time I ever heard of state fair. So we kind of just drove there and the fair was still closed, but luckily it opened at 10 and we had made it at 9:30, so we only had to stay in line for 30 minutes. So for the first event, we pretty much got there and started taking pictures right away. Like, we were two girls on a mission and we could not be stopped. These are the pictures we took. Aren't they fantastic? So we went to Cracker Country and there's a lot of people there, and you notice that it's a whole settlement that's sort of stuck in time. And so there's a bunch of stations around there where people are dressed in time appropriate. They're dressed in clothes appropriate for the time period. And it really feels like you're traveling back in time and learning about all the different things that these people would do. So some of you might be wondering why it's called Cracker Country, and that's because the name comes from an old nickname that they used to give Florida cattlemen. You might be wondering, well, what do crackers have to do with cattlemen? And the cattlemen, they used whips that they would use to move the cows. And so these whips, they wouldn't actually hit the cows, they would just make a cracking noise, and this cracking noise would indicate to the cows, hey, it's time to get moving. It's time to get moving. So you can find all of this information on the Florida State Fair website. It's a very interesting, funny name. We stopped by the camping area, the gallery, and the herb stand where we saw some geese. There's a cute honey stand and we sampled some local honey. Now this honey is made by Aiken Family Farms, and the nice man selling it owns the farm and has been beekeeping for close to 30 years. We were actually able to talk to him, and he told us that he's had a passion for nature and used to work as an archaeologist. And they had several flavors, one of them being orange blossom, Florida holly, and the other one was galberry. So I ended up buying a bottle for my dad because he loves natural honey, and since I'm going to see my parents in a couple of weeks, I'm planning to ask them to make some macheteadas because those are always good with honey. There was a woman hand making these candles. Like, she was dipping each singular candle, and she had more than 20 bundles of candles. And each bundle had like 15 to 20 candles that she all just dipped by hand. It was very impressive. We also saw a mule crushing sugarcane, and I don't know if you've ever had any sugarcane, but that is delicious. Like, just cutting it up, getting a stalk of sugarcane, cutting it up into little pieces, and then just like chewing on it until like all the juices come out, and then it's just like that sweet sugary liquid that it's so delicious. We saw a lot of farm animals first off. And the way the showing works is that usually they have the animals in their dedicated space, and the judges come around, they look at the animal, they have like a little scorecard that they score each animal. We also saw a bunch of bunnies, turkeys, chickens, the usual farm animals. But then we moved on to a section that wasn't farm animals. So as you can see in the video, the shark is just kind of laid out on the ice, and this is actually because of research purposes. A lot of these animals are native to Florida, and they were caught either dead or alive for research purposes, and these were just the animals that were laid out, kind of just showing what Florida's natural fauna consists of. And so in this case, it was like a small shark. I believe it was like a tiger shark. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Let's look up Florida sharks real quick. Because I can't find this shark. I have no idea what shark this could be. I'm sorry to any shark lovers, but they all look the same to me. But yeah, I don't know what shark it was. It was a cool shark though. And of course, this is Florida, so people have gator heads everywhere. Exhibit A. So yeah, long story short, after that, we had some carnival food. I had a burger. Wasn't that bad. pretty good solid burger. A little expensive, but it's fine. And we just really honestly tried to finish up our shots and enjoy ourselves. There's an adorable cow plushie that I really wanted, but it cost like $40 just to try to win it, let alone actually get it. So I didn't come home with a furry cow, I'm sorry. I drove back home the hour and a half. It ended up being a long day for us, but you know, we had a lot of fun, and I would definitely go to the state fair again. So yeah, thanks for watching this cute little vlog, my little diary entry for the week, and I'll see you guys next week.